Are you ready to go on an adventure? As you saw in the last video, we packed up the camper and hit the road for our first RV road trip. We are making our way from our home in Indiana to Fayetteville, West Virginia, where we will visit No River Gorge National Park. But tonight, we will be staying at Lyle Farms in Chillicothe, Ohio. Alright, we're at our first truck stop. Knowing that we weren't going to have any electricity today, I decided we were just going to do salads with some chicken on them for dinner tonight. So we got a little bell pepper, a little cucumber, last night I made those chicken breasts. So we're just going to cut up a little bit of chicken. So I just put these, I pan-seared them instead of grilling them. And I just put a little bit of salt and pepper and some herb de Provence on them. Put them in a little bit of olive oil spray. Stuck them in the refrigerator and then packed them in the cooler. So that way we now have a nice little dinner tonight, and I didn't have to do much of anything other than cut up the ingredients.
What do you think, buddy? How was your night? You sleep good? You sleep good? Ready for the big trip today? Huh? You did a good job yesterday. Yeah. So we stayed at our first Harvest Host last night, and it was actually a perfect evening. Very quiet. It's on a farm, Lyle Farms in Chillicothe, Ohio. We got here yesterday. It was a pretty easy drive, actually, minus the road conditions on I-70 in Indiana going east. The road was terrible. And there's Jen going to turn the propane on so we can make some coffee.
All right, we are, the camper is a disaster zone right now. I'm sure a lot of other people deal with this as well. I was able to put some of the stuff away before we left. Other stuff we had to just kind of throw in here securely. So I'm going through things and putting things away. John, all of his clothes were put into the clothes basket, so he's now putting his clothes away. This was my biggest accomplishment this morning, was putting all my spices and the canned goods away.
This is sassy. So this is the farm stand they have at Lyle Farms. And I think we're going to pick up some honey. We have local honey, salsa, meat rub, pot of chili, apple jelly. They have a lot of stuff here. I would have done that last night, not right now.
What?
I would have done that last night, but not this morning.
Some farm fresh eggs.
What you got there?
I got farm fresh eggs and some local honey.
Now we're gonna go feed Sassy over here. Oh, I like
Protein bars or something. Are you gonna eat it?
Doesn't smell too bad.
Got something for you. Got something for you.
Come here, Millie.
That's a good girl. There's a morning treat right here. Over here. There you go. Good girl. Good girl.
Marshall wants to play. Thinks it's
Yeah.
a big dog.
Aw. Here.
Is that good?
All right, we're about ready to hit the road in about an hour. So I'm going to make sandwiches for the road, so that way we don't have to worry about stopping. And yeah, I'm just gonna make up a couple turkey and Swiss sandwiches and put some chips in baggies for us to take with us, and put in a cooler to put inside the truck. I always write our names on them because John doesn't like condiments on his sandwiches. So I've got our little cooler. These are really nice and handy because you can put like sandwiches and stuff in there, and that way they stay cold, but they don't get all wet. Got a couple of drinks. Put our sandwiches in there. I'll stick those in there just so that they're there. A couple of protein bars. And there's our snack bag.
We are leaving our Harvest Host, which was a great place overnight, and we're headed to Riff Rafters Campground, and that is, where is it?
New River Gorge.
I always want to say Red River Gorge.
It's New River Gorge.
New River Gorge
National Park.
National Park. So We got everything. We're actually ahead of schedule. And
By 10 minutes.
By 10 minutes. So that'll give us a little extra time if we want to stop and have lunch.
Okay.
All right.
Here we go.
Roll.
Drive easy. Bye, Sassy. I love it when Marshall sits in the car like a human. We're approximately an hour away from the campground. We stopped at a rest park to grab some lunch. We'll just eat our lunch in the truck, but we wanted to let the dogs be able to go potty and stretch their legs and get a drink of water. What do you think, Mills? Millie. Enjoying a little roadside lunch. Yep. Ago, I was going to film the whole backing up and everything. The reason I didn't is because the owner, and this is not anything bad, the owner of the campground is so kind and gracious that he escorts you to your site and actually helps you back in. And although I was at the back of the site going to guide John in, the owner is so sweet, and he was guiding him, and I didn't want to give any conflicting information. So anyway, we didn't film getting backed in and set up. We're still working a little bit on getting stuff put away and set up, but we needed a little break after driving through the mountains. The truck did a really great job. Super impressed with the F-250 Super Duty. We're just kind of like chilling out for a few minutes before we continue to get things set up. Want to get the Starlink set up before we both have to work tomorrow, and we also still have to get John's workstation table, the legs mounted. So I'm not sure if we're going to do that tonight or first thing tomorrow morning, but yeah, we'll get that taken care of. I need to make dinner here pretty soon, but yeah, this is a nice campground. Next on Route Ready, we explore New River Gorge National Park via hiking and taking in the gorgeous scenery. We brave the catwalk underneath the New River Bridge.
Strapped in, ready to go.
and go whitewater rafting. Thank you so much for watching. We would love it if you would like and subscribe.